Hey, I'm James, and
Hey, I'm Allison! So, we created pretty much the coolest thing in the whole wide world. BIOPOLY! It's fun and educational. Now,
there's dice.
and there's community chess cards, which have good and bad things in them. Same thing with the chance cards, too.
And a giraffe.
And a gorilla!
And a polar bear.
And a penguin! So, that makes it pretty much the coolest thing in the world, and if you don't believe us, then hear it for yourself.
So, Bang Kui, you ordered BIOPOLY about a month ago, is that right?
Yep.
Well, what do you think about BIOPOLY?
I mean, it's alright, but I'm getting mad. Them prices is ridiculous.
Well, what do you recommend?
Hold up. Did you just interrupt me? I don't think so. Rude. Anyways, so, no. You know what? Y'all interrupted me on my interview. That is disrespectful. You know what? This a wrap. Cut. Cut.
So, Granny Annie, have you ever heard of BIOPOLY, or have any of your children played BIOPOLY before?
BIOPOLY? No, I've never heard of that. Why, back in my day, we played with sticks and marbles, and we used to go fishing down at the creek with a nice bottle of Coke. Things were so much simpler back then. What is this BIOPOLY you speak of?
Well, in BIOPOLY, you have a penguin, polar bear, a giraffe, and a gorilla. And there's 2 dice, and there's chance cards, and there's community chess cards, and you go around the board and roll the dice, and you could buy different biomes, which are properties.
What?
And
Oh, okay.
do you see anything interesting?
What kinds of things are in a desert? That's like a hot place, right?
Yes.
Oh. It all looks very fun. I would love to play this.
Okay, so thank you, Granny Annie, for letting me interview.
So, Mr. Hobo Man, what have you learned from BIOPOLY?
Well, I learned a lot of things from BIOPOLY. I bought it with my spare change from a couple of cards and a couple of gambling and a couple of and I learned about a lot of biomes, such as I've walked around the world once, and I bet you haven't done anything like that, and have you? Anyways, I know what a tundra is. I know what a grasslands. I know what kind of animals live in grasslands. I know rainforests and forests and animals that live in the ecosystems of those many biomes, and yeah. That's what you do with your spare change, children. You buy this game, and it was worth the money. I know a lot of things. Thank you. So, Dorothy, what kind of biome is your favorite one of all?
Well, I used to live in the plains of America, and then a huge tornado came and whisked me away to a magical land called the grasslands. Now in this grassland they had plenty of prairie dogs and field mice and groundhogs, and they all lived together in perfect unity and made me so happy. And I would have to say, Mr. Interviewer, that the grasslands would have to be my favorite place because they all live together peacefully. Go. So, Mr. Italiano, is this your first American board game that you've played?
Hey, yeah, man. Me and my friends, me Italianos, we play a lot in the warehouse, you know. baseball bats and our clubs and sports cars. And we get to learn a lot about each other. Also, we play get to learn where we all from, and then we go and get to learn about tundras and grasslands and different types of seasonal weathers. And also, do you think you can ask me another question? Cause I don't know what I'm talking about. Please,
Oh, all right, no worries. So, do you play this with your whole family?
Oh yeah, so my other family, they live in grasslands out in out west in American lands, and they say that grasslands, they're pretty grassy, and they got a lot of muskrats and prairie dogs, and they go a lot hunting a lot, and other than other places in around the world, we got tundras, we go hunt for penguins. Anyways, that's pretty much it we go learn about, okay?
All right, thank you very, very much.
So, truck driver,
The name's Stan, young man.
okay, Stan. Well, obviously you have traveled around the world a lot as a salmon truck driver, so what kind of places have you seen?
Well, I have driven many roads in my lifetime. I've driven in Asia, from across the desert to, the chaparrals, and I've driven in the Arctic. I've driven in the temperate deciduous forest. I've driven in the plains. I've driven in the evergreen. That's not.
Driven in the Arctic on a dog sled or what?
Do you mind, Father? I hate you.
You don't drive in the Arctic.
You don't tell me how to live my life, alright? My profession is noble. You just you just shut your mouth. Alright.
So, lunch lady Pam. So, how popular is BIOPOLY at your school?
Actually, it's becoming very popular. Kids are playing BIOPOLY instead of eating their food that I slave over, which it's just getting out of control. They don't appreciate the hard work I put into wholehearted meals. They're taking it for granted.
So, have you seen BIOPOLY before? Can you tell me what it looks like?
Well, it's like that. And it's seen all over the school. Study halls, lunch tables. Because kids think it's the coolest thing ever.
Really? Oh, thank you.
People talking without speaking. People hearing